What dictates seed varieties? One is the location that you are doing your cabbages. The nutrition approach comes in from during planting at vegetative stage at which we are at the moment, and this vegetative stage is what brings in the head formation. The bigger the leaves, the bigger the head. Today I want us to talk about cabbage farming. Cabbage farming doesn't stop at planting. There are key important steps, there are key important things you need to consider or you need to do as an investor or as a farmer for you to succeed in the journey of cabbage farming. Here is my 3,000 pieces of cabbage. And as you can see, I've been able to maintain a very good number. I've been able to maintain the sizes in terms of how wide they are and how the formation is. I've been able to maintain even the color. Have been able to have uniformity in the whole field. And this is because of the approach of the things that I've done. And from the beginning, remember we started as a journey. Remember we planted. For those who may be watching this video being the first video, there is a preparation for this large setup. Nursery, planting up to where we are today. To achieve this is very easy, it's not very hard. But if you ignore some of the things that I'm going to mention in this training, you cannot achieve this or you're going to lose it. Be it you are doing it under rain-fed or you are doing it under irrigation. Different irrigation, be it furrow irrigation, be it drip irrigation, or overhead irrigation, just like me. You need to make sure you've monitored everything. The first thing is the seed variety that you do. We have different seed varieties. And what dictates seed varieties? What dictates seed varieties, one, is the location that you are doing your cabbages. In hot areas, they requires a different seed variety. In cold areas, they requires a different seed varieties. In cold and humid areas, they require a different seed varieties. So you have to choose the location that you are in for you to get the best variety, for you to grow. Another thing that dictates the seed variety is the period of growth. In my case, I've taken the variety that grows within a very short period of time that takes 75 days to maturity. Other people may take a variety that takes 90 days, that takes 80 days, that takes 100 days, depending where you're timing to go to the market. That's what will determine the length of days that you're taking. And the number of days usually also affect the head size, which is also a factor. The head size. If the variety takes a shorter period of time, it has a small head size. Some takes even 60 days. Their head size, which is our biggest focus to the market, becomes smaller. So the ones that takes longer period, 90 days to 100 days, they have a head size. And now this now brings into the other point, which is the head size. The head size that you're looking for is a very big factor, and it is affected, like I said, by the location or where you're growing it and the length of the days. In hot areas where we have a special variety, the special variety doesn't form a big head. In cold areas where we usually have also another variety, it forms a big head, and this head also takes a longer period of time for them to maturity. So for you, depending by the location, the market, and the size you want, you have to have different variety depending but that selection. From the variety is also the nutritional approach. The nutritional approach comes in from during planting at vegetative stage at which we are at the moment, and this vegetative stage is what brings in the head formation. The bigger the leaves, the bigger the head. So make sure you have bigger leaves, make sure you have good leaves so that you can have a bigger head. And nutritional, we plant with phosphorus based fertilizer, and the phosphorus based fertilizer that we've used NPK 2323. We've used product with like DAP, and for the top dressing at this stage we come up with we can mix the NPK plus the calcium based fertilizer, the NPK like 1717 2323, and anything with calcium based fertilizer like CAN also does very well when it comes to cabbage farming. Also, don't forget, on a weekly spray, when you're controlling the pest and the diseases, do a foliar. A foliar, depending with the stage of production. When it's at the beginning, a phosphorus foliar. At when growing, a nitrogenous foliar. At this stage, a calcium foliar. Nothing will stop you from getting the best head, a bigger head, and a marketable head. Then you need now, talking of the weekly control, which is also a factor, controlling of pest and diseases, you need to know the common enemy. The pest that you need to go to is thrips that affect the leaves, is aphids that eat at the top of the cabbage. You need to spray against those pests. You need also to spray against diseases, which is blackhead rot, very disturbing diseases, especially those who are using ovid like me when it's raining, because of the fungal disease. You need to control dumping off at a starting age. Also, you need to control stem lot at different stages for you to be able to achieve this stage. Last but not least, you need to deal with the fungal disease known as downy mildew, which is a big disaster. And for you to fight that, you have to come with a concoction of different products to be able to fight that. Among them, mancozeb metalaxyl, also copper-based product, is also good for you to be able to fight those products. Also, azoxystrobin is needed. And this is a precaution. You need to be very cautious when handling these chemical product. Please put on a PPE, personal protective equipment, and also check the pHI of each product that you are using. If it's a 14 days pHI, make sure you are not near harvesting period. If it's your next to harvesting period, go for a shorter pHI, like 3 days. Talking of pHI, that is the post harvesting period, which is always indicated in a chemical that you are spraying or a product that you are spraying. You need to check out about that. Hope you've learned something about our today's conversation, about our today's training. Join this YouTube channel to be a member. By joining, you become you support me. And also, if this is your first time that you're watching me, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel so that we can continue learning together. Bye.